Lionsgate is fast-tracking their new Robin Hood film, Robin Hood Origins, and have hired TV director Otto Bathurst to helm the project. Coming Soon described it as an origin story in the vein of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. This new take on the folk hero finds Robin Hood returning from the Crusades to discover a Sherwood Forest rife with corruption and evil. Teaming with a band of outlaws, he takes matters into his own hands to set things right with very little merrymaking along the way. Part of the reason Lionsgate is fast-tracking the project is that no less than 3 other studios are also developing Robin Hood films. Warner Brothers is developing a futuristic take called Hood. Sony is said to be developing a full Robin Hood shared universe, and Disney is currently developing Nottingham and Hood. Mark Barisell, Lionsgate fast-tracking Robin Hood Origins.
For Lionsgate, I buy it. I mean, if you got that much competition, you better get your Robin Hood movie out before everybody else gets their Robin Hood movie out. This film sounds like something that I would be interested in seeing, although I'm worried that I have seen this before. It seems like that we've runged up every superhero origin story we possibly can. So where else can we go? I know, Robin Hood. That guy started again. And no merrymaking? Really?
They're called the Merry Men.
They better be merry at some point during this film. So I buy that it's happening. I would sell the fact that anybody's interested in seeing this much Robin Hood, especially with Sony creating a shared universe of Robin Hood. I don't know what demographic that's going to be aimed towards, if that's going to be a more kid-friendly or a more, adult action-oriented Robin Hood, but I like Robin Hood. I think it's a great story. I didn't like the Ridley Scott one that much, although that film seemed like it set up the origin story pretty well, so now we have to see another one. I'm not that excited about it, but I buy that Lionsgate is making the right play here.
Schnepp.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the shared universe that Sony is building, like the little John movie and the Maid Marian film.
Will Scarlet, the Will Scarlet film.
That is Friar Tuck screwball comedy.
The dumbest thing. When I read that this morning, I was like, that is the dumbest thing. I read it twice. I'm like, Sony's shared universe Robin Hood. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, is Charlemagne going to make a cameo in one?
Yeah, we really got an expanded Robin Hood universe. We've mapped it out to 9 films. I'm like, what? It's just ridiculous. It sounds stupid. So I'm excited about the Hood futuristic one. That sounds kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? Robin Hood's always a fun adventure, and it also made me laugh. They're going dark like Nolan's Dark Knight. I'm like, really? Like, you have to use that comparison for Robin Hood?
Robin Hood's going to have a butler named Alfred in the film.
It's going to be real dark, merry men. They're all dark. Everything's spooky.
Stop laughing, guys. This is serious.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Robin Hood talks like this. Yeah.
Let me play.
Where is he? Where's the gold?
Where's Maid Marian?
Yeah.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second, all right? With the Sony shared universe thing, okay, think about it for a second. King Richard off in the Crusades. There's a film you could do there about that, right? And then you have your traditional Robin Hood thing. Right. There have been a lot of attempts to get a Sheriff of Nottingham film, right? So, there's 3 possible films that could, by definition, be a shared universe. That being said, I don't buy that. I sell everything about this. I sell absolutely everything about it. First of all, what brain trust that makes 7 figures came up with the frickin' name Robin Hood effing Origins? Seriously, what brain trust came up with that? Morons. Absolute morons. That is the stupidest title for something like this. Oh, and we're Lionsgate. And by the way, I like Lionsgate a lot, okay? But call it what it is. We're Lionsgate. Let's see, 3 other studios got Robin Hoods coming out. Let's make one too. Stupid. This is absolutely stupid. There's nothing fun about this. A futuristic one. Okay, that's a different take and all that. Get it? Shared universe Robin Hood? What? Robin Hood Origins? Like, what? I'm just losing faith here. To me, it's a sell.
There should be at least 5 or 6 of them. And by the way, I sell this. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, and again, shared universe, we don't know. That's not necessarily going to mean like Infinity War, where you're going to have tons of characters jumping in all these movies. But
what about Robin Hood in space?
It's called Rocket Robin Hood.
That'd be awesome.
Did you not see Rocket Robin Hood as a kid?
I want to see that.
You never saw Rocket Robin Hood as a kid?
Is that real? No.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Look it up.
Is that a Canadian thing?
I don't know if it's a Canadian thing,
It's
but
gotta
man,
be, 'cause
as
it's
a
not an
little kid,
American
I
thing.
watched Rocket Robin Hood, man.
Wow. Someone should be
It was set
remaking
like
Rocket Robin Hood.
1,000 years in the future.
Matt Damon's lost on Mars, and only Robin Hood can save him.
Yes.
What it was one of those animated series where it was like they used the exact same sequence of cell animation about 18 times out of 30 shots, and then one other. It was just, it's great. Rocket Robin Hood, check it out.